Hello! I have now finished editing the Kiev guide and I realized that we didn't do a sit-down chat about all the things we've seen and some extra information. I've also realized that half of the videos you would see my head like really zoomed, or the sound wasn't that great, like I had to edit quite a few out. Another thing I wanted to suggest is that let's do a drinking game. Yeah, every time I say yummy, you drink a shot of vodka, probably Ukrainian vodka. So by the time we finish this guide, you will be pretty drunk, I promise. As an excuse, that day I was leaving to India, and I'm not sure that's an excuse, but I'm gonna use it as an excuse for me being brain dead, because some stuff I was saying, like I couldn't find the right word and everything. And yeah, so hope it will be helpful. All the links are down below, and there is a website post down below as well, which will be even more informative. So check that out, and I'll talk to you at the end.
Hit me like a ton of bricks.
Good morning! So today we're gonna start our vlog from Olimpyska Station, and I'm gonna write it down below because there is no point for you to try and pronounce it. But I thought before I get there I will show you one of the really cool places in Kiev, which is a little bit behind Olimpyska Station, towards not central part. So let's just start here. Okay, it does look a little bit weird in the moment. I think they're doing some repairs, and I'm across the road, as you can see. But oh, this is so nice. This is maybe not like Cologne one, but I think it's nice. Yeah. And on the other side we have a business center, and there you can see some really nice restaurants from. So if you stand there, you can take really beautiful pictures to here, because you will not see the road and anything else. And there is a nice restaurant there as well. Yeah, very Instagrammable. So let's keep going. And this is cute square, like a little park, and there's a restaurant here which I will link down below, and it is a Georgian cuisine restaurant, very nice, and they have outside sitting. By the way, be careful, like these cars, they just don't care, they just like go on a pavement and yeah, expect you to hide away. So this is a cute park with a cute restaurant, and we're still following the same streets. Another thing in Ukraine as well, don't be fooled by the fact that it is Eastern Europe and it seems like a cheap country, and that you can just like go there where you're like, I don't know, trainers and feel like a king. We do like our glam here. So if you want to go to the nice nightclub or nice restaurant, you need to dress up to the nines, otherwise you're just not getting in, because the face control and dress code are quite brutal here, and I mean it, like. Also, you might see around this chain of restaurants, and they have quite cute sushi here. Well, cute sushi, like really kind of nice sushi, and they have nice offers and they're pretty cheap. So yeah, you might want to check this out.
Doesn't matter, weak or strong.
So we are at Olimpyska Station, which is Olympic Stadium. If you're coming for football or anything like that, you're pretty much gonna be here. And this is where we came from, and that is where we are heading towards the city center, Kreschatik Street. Also in Kiev, you can always grab some food from supermarkets, like most supermarkets, big ones. They have a ready-made food which you just like tell how many grams you want, and they just do it for you. Like for instance this one, just opposite from the Olympic Station, and it works 24 hours, so, and it's very yummy to be honest, and safe as well. Here are a few more restaurants and bars. Actually, Kiev is really good for food. Like, people here are really experimental with the food and true foodies, so you can find any restaurants. You can find Chinese restaurant with some bugs there, or yeah, or you can find just general bars.
Take your time and do your tricks. All I do is sing along. Yeah, I need you around for brighter light and firmer ground. When you believe in me, love is gonna.
We are now on Lva Tolstogo Station, well, which was behind. We are now coming to Kreschatik, and here you can see. Wait, I'm always across the road from stuff. I know it's bad, but this is called Arena Center, Entertainment Center. So from this side you have some clubs, nightclubs and restaurants. To be honest, I haven't been there for ages. I know the restaurants are still there, they're working, we're gonna look at them now. About nightclubs, I remember a few years ago they had amazing terrace clubs. Now I'm not sure, to be honest, what is working there or not, but I'm gonna check online and link some places down below as well. And down there is Kreschatik, which is the main street, and we're gonna go there after. So let's check out this place now. Okay, so these are the places I can recommend myself because I've been there. The bar, there is the burger there, and the cake. The burger is the burger, but they have like very fancy, nice burgers. The cake is really yummy place. And as well, coming to Kiev, you can expect like French style bakery level, because all these people, they've been educated in proper good schools like Le Cordon Bleu and stuff like that. So here we are on the other side of Arena City Center, and behind me the Kreschatik, the main street of Kiev is, and I'm not sure I'll be able to actually talk to you while walking there, but I'll make sure I point out the main places. For example, there, I'll show you now, after this, is Roshen chocolate shop, and in things you have to bring from Kiev, I would say the chocolate is pretty amazing and it is yummy, and this shop is really great quality and they have the freshest stuff. And this shop is also our president's business, Poroshenko, so that's why it's called Roshen. I'm not sure he still owns it, or under the public pressure he finally sold it out. but they do make good stuff. And next to it there is the restaurant with yellow umbrellas, and it is Ukrainian Eastern European cuisine there. It is pretty cheap, so if you want to go somewhere to try it, you have to go there because it is cheap, but it is good. The interior is really cool. It's like Soviet Union interior, and we will probably not come in there, but I'll show you. And this is Kiev cake, and you can buy it here because it will be super fresh, and they say it lasts like only 3 days or 4 days. It is very yummy. So if you like nuts and chocolate and cream and stuff like that, you must try it. Yum, yum, yum. This is very Ukrainian or Polish or basically Eastern European. It's called bird milk, but it's just like cream inside chocolate. Very yummy. Literally every time I go there I end up with like lots of sweets and many extra kilograms on my hips. But keep in mind the prices are, it is quite cheap, but the prices are per 100 grams of sweets. So here you must be careful because there are like people with birds and monkeys and all that crap trying to come over and, you know, tell you like take a picture, take a picture. I never do that. I know, I don't trust anyone. So we are almost at Independence Square, and here is a place called Passage, and it is a cute little street with all the fancy shops. And I think a few cafes are still there. It used to be much more busy. Oh. Again, appreciate the architecture. Okay, so here we have Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Salvador Ferragamo. I think we have Dolce & Gabbana further there, and some stores like departments with multiple designers. Oh, a Prada as well. Prices will be basically probably London, if not more. I don't think it will be any cheaper. As far as I remember. Yeah, so let's go back now.
Start. I don't know where to go. I'm told I'll reap all of what I sow. These mistakes have no one else to blame. Our emotions are one and the same. So come on over, we can persevere, persevere.
And this is probably the most central hotel you can get. I think they repaired it. It used to be quite rough, to be honest. It used to be super Soviet Union. I'm not sure about now. I will link it down below as well. My camera is starting to discharge, but I just remembered I have to show you this secret hidden restaurant with Ukrainian food where you should have chicken Kiev in Kiev in the middle. So we are in Independence Square, and that is where we walked from. On the other side, and you see there are buildings behind me, these 5 buildings and another memorial. And this is the entry to the shopping center called Globus. So we're gonna go down there and I'll show you something. So look, we've got down to the shopping center. This is the proper entry. This is some new salon. And this is the place you need. Behind this door, if you go there, it is creepy, I know. Oh my god. Decided not to record there, but like you've seen the wall, so if you go through that wall, sometimes there are no people, so you cannot understand where you are, and it is called the last barricade. I'm not sure in English how do you say barricade. I will link it down below, but this is a hidden restaurant and you go there and they speak perfect English. The food is really yummy and it's kind of a modern twist on Ukrainian food, and they have amazing drinks and everything. You must go there.
Some of the darker days could only go so far.
Okay, we came up to Mihaylovskiy Square and I couldn't understand what's going on, but apparently this upcoming weekend is Easter, so there is like some really cool festival and they have all these eggs everywhere on the square, and it's like so beautiful, and there is like lots of yummy food there and drinks, and I'll try to shoot as much as I can even though the camera is discharging. And the square behind me is the Hyatt Hotel. On the right is a beautiful white and blue church, Sofiyska Church, and on the left is as well beautiful white and blue Mihaylovskiy Church. And yeah, and I'll talk to you once we finish here where we go next.
I've been worrying about what you're thinking of. Said I could feel it when you left me here, left me here. But I will learn a better way to love. So come on over, we can persevere, persevere. Said I could feel it when you left me here.
and my camera discharged. So it's gonna be iPhone now. You can also compare the quality, I guess. Yeah, we're taking the street going down to the Podil area, and there I'll show you everything I can, and then maybe I'll do a separate sit down once I'm at home and tell you about everything. Okay, so this is the street, and we're going down to the Podil, and yeah, you can see there are like these things with souvenirs, and we'll talk at the end what can you bring home as a souvenir. But for example, these are nice. I mean, literally, you put it with a black coat, you look like Dolce Gabbana advert. When I say old part of the town, I do mean it. Like, this building is the end of 14th century. Wooden building, like proper, not burned or anything. There is now a restaurant as well there, and some art museum, which is like, there are so many here. Okay, let's go. Going down, down, down. The whole walk will take you about, I don't know, it's like 3 minutes, 5 minutes if not looking around. I mean, shops, if you do look around, it can take you hours because there are so many interesting things around. I know I'm sad, but there is a TK Maxx bag in the bin. Oh my god, we don't have TK Maxx in in Ukraine, so oh, hello England. I'm sad, I know. I miss London. Beautiful sky as well. Kiev is a very sunny city, so if you come here and you have rain, you are not a lucky person probably. Okay, another thing to tell you about. You see this beautiful, beautiful painting on the basically side wall of the building. You will see lots of this in Ukraine. And I'm not sure who started this, but I think someone like tried it a few years ago because this, like most of the buildings were like really old and not really pretty. And then they loved it, and now people just like companies even hire some actual painters and like artists to do this. Like, this is definitely done by the artist, but across city center, all the old buildings, you will see so many of these. Some just have a deep meaning, some are made from the books, some there are even like to memorize some people who, you know, played a great role in Ukrainian history. But I think this is quite nice and pretty, and yeah. Okay, we are almost on the Podil now, and I'll show you there why we came here. There's actually the whole little museum for this street alone, because it's such an old street with some amazing history. Never been there. So another thing I forgot to tell you about, there is this cafe as well, a chain. It's called Lviv Chocolate, and it is from Western Ukraine, and it's amazing chocolate. Oh my god, like the one I showed you before, it's more like not manufactured, sorry, like produced on a factory, but really yummy. This one is like I don't know, like probably like, I don't know, I think it's even better than Swiss chocolate, to be honest. Sorry, Switzerland, but I've been there for 3 months and this is definitely not bad. But if you order here hot chocolate, be careful, because it's gonna be like literally a melted bar of chocolate, not some Nesquik. Let's have a look. And this is the street we're gonna go to after I get some food from a good supermarket they have here called Silpo. And yeah, the street there is full of tiny cute restaurants, so this is nice to come here at evening and sit outside to the restaurant. Really yummy food, really good. This is turned into like food blog, is it? I'm telling you what I know best about, probably. So yeah, so we'll go there. Right, so we're done now. As you saw, my camera discharged just in the middle of our trip. As an excuse, I had no separate charger with me, separate battery, because I don't have it. I need to buy one. But let's start. Okay, so I told you about the huge face, drinking game. Are you drunk now? You know what I mean, like yummy, yummy. Oh, this is yummy. Oh, that's so yummy. Hope you're drunk. So all the stations, everything we passed, all the tube stations are down below with all the streets, like basically a little guide to where we've been walking. Also more information, much more information about the restaurants, where to go, what to see is on my website, and the link to that post is down below as well. So definitely check that out. Yeah, you can even print it like a guide, because I made it like a proper guide to Kiev. So let's start. When you arrive to the airport, how to get to the city center, there is a sky bus. A sky bus is just outside the entry to the airport. It costs 80 hryvnias. Hryvnias is Ukrainian national currency, to get to the train station. From train station you can call a taxi. You can take a tube, but it's a bit busy from there. I would suggest calling a taxi, and I would suggest, yeah, we'll talk about that now. I would suggest having a Russian speaking or Ukrainian speaking friend with you, or you can just grab a taxi. Yeah, they may, you know, tell you a bigger amount, much bigger amount that it actually costs, but at least you will get safely. So yes, so the bus costs 80 hryvnias. The exchange rate is approximately, it changes all the time. Approximately, I think to $1 is 27 hryvnias, approximately. €1 is probably 29. Pound is 33. It was 33. I usually, in my head, I just divide everything by 30. So it gives you approximate amount, like, okay, plus minus 2 hryvnias is like not gonna make a big change, but make a big difference, sorry, but yeah, so divide everything by 30. Imagine like whatever currency you use in dollars, euros or pounds, 30 to 1. Yeah, so 80 hryvnias is like, what, like 250 in pounds, right, or in dollars, so that's nothing, and it will take you about 1 hour, 1.5 hours to get to the train station. The places to stay in Kiev, also check out my website, but I talk about a few hotels there. I usually suggest always, everywhere I go, I prefer using Airbnb, and if you don't want, there are some hotels suggested on the website, and there are streets or areas where you should rent suggested as well. Usually, of course, it's Kreschatik and streets around it, so it's like central of the city center, just because it's not that expensive and it's really convenient. You can walk everywhere, or you can take a tube quickly to any other part of the city where you need. But right now in this video you've seen how actually quite quickly we walked, like altogether that day took me about 3 hours, but like with filming, and I was going to the shops and I had a coffee and like all that stuff. Okay, going around Kiev, as I said, I think tube is the most convenient depending where you go. But if you are staying around city center, so stations like Kreschatik, Podil, Maidan Nezalezhnosti, which is Independence Square, Olimpyska, honestly, tube is very convenient. I was impressed myself because I haven't been living in Kiev for the past five years, but everything is in English. You have a screen which actually tells you exactly which station you're approaching or when you're going to approach your station. The ticket, like you actually have that little plastic coin you use for the tube. It costs 4 hryvnias, which is like, what is it, like 30 hryvnias is £1 or like $1. 4 hryvnias is less than what? No, it's like less than 10p, or is it 10p? Anyways, do the math. Like, it's very cheap and it is convenient and it is safe and perfect. Other than that, taxi can be a bit tricky to call, because I'm not sure if you call in the taxi, you need to actually call them if they will understand you if you're talking English. We have Uber, and that's quite a recent one. I've heard different opinions about it. I heard some people were very disappointed with it. They said like the driver took them around the place. They said it was overpriced comparing to the normal taxi. Maybe it will not be overpriced comparing to, you know, prices in London or elsewhere where you're coming from. But Uber is an option. I'm not sure there are many cars, but check it out. At least as a taxi, like at the moment I'm in India, so that day I couldn't film it at home because I was pretty late already, and I'm using Uber here all the time, and it's super convenient. So I think Uber is like, God bless the person who created it, because it's so convenient. Food, I think we've been talking about it a lot on the video. Food, lots of food everywhere, really yummy. Have another shot. Really delicious. Check out the website. There are so many restaurants I love in Kiev. Like honestly, every time I come to Kiev, it is like food tourism for me. There are suggestions in terms of what you should try as a Ukrainian food, because if you're a foodie like me, you want to try some stuff. You might like it, you might not like it. There are some safer options like vareniki, which is Polish pierogi, which is Japanese dumplings with different stuffings. Most of the people whom I brought to Kiev, and I did like this testing session for them, they pretty much loved it. Who didn't, we ended up drinking liqueurs as well. Check on my website about the homemade liqueurs, which are really delicious. I love those, and they are tricky though. It's so easy to have them as a shot, but be careful because you might not be able to walk after you finish. Okay, what to buy in Kiev, in Ukraine. Okay, I have a note here. I'm writing down everything. So in Kiev we have cheap alcohol and cigarettes. Cheap alcohol in terms of, I think like any international, like if you like Jack Daniels or something, the price will probably be the same as anywhere else. But you have good quality vodka, which is honestly probably like £3 per bottle, and it's a good one. Like Nemirov, which you have in England, yeah, like £3-4 per bottle, which in England is like what, 60. Cheap cigarettes, I'm not a smoker, but they are cheap. I think the pack of normal cigarettes, which are like Parliament, I think, or something like that probably, will be £1. Don't buy cigarettes which are cheaper than that. £1, or yeah, like $1, $1.50. Don't buy cigarettes which are cheaper than that, because the quality might not be really good. Right, next, what to bring from Kiev. Chocolates. I showed you 2 places to buy chocolates from. The first one, Roshen, you saw there were like these packages, Ukraine, quite cute souvenir. Then you've seen the souvenir shops. It's cool to buy like outfits, for example, like if you know Vyshivanka is like this made of linen usually, or really good cotton, like top with some cross-stitching flowers made in it, and I think, or you can even buy a dress, and I think that's a pretty cool gift for a girl or a woman, because the past 2-3 years I've seen those on a really good designers. Like I think a dress which is completely like our national Vyshivanka, it was on Net-a-Porter for £3,000, and it wasn't even anything like super impressive, to be honest. Like it wasn't some amazing embroidery or something like that. So keep an eye on those. Or as I showed you on the video, the scarves, these like nice scarves. They're a little bit, they used to be like this babushka, like grandma scarves, but now they're pretty fashionable. Like as I said, you can just put it on, it's quite cute. Or there are lots of small souvenirs you can bring, like that won't be a problem. For the rest, come to my website, the links are down below. If you like this video, if it was anyhow helpful to you, I hope it was, please click like and subscribe. I'm finishing the edit of my India vlogs now, which I soon will be on the channel. I know the channel is quite new, but it's going to be all about travel, food and fitness, and beauty, of course. So click the subscribe button, or at least like it, and any questions you have you can comment below and I will reply as soon as possible, or go to my website and click a comment there, or even email me, why not? I'm happy to communicate with anyone. So have a nice stay in Kiev, be safe, which you will be, I'm sure, because Ukrainian people, they're really welcoming and they will always help you as much as they can. and enjoy your stay and have a great weekend. Bye!